This is a method of joints problem, and we're just really going to look at how you start the method of joints solution process. Again, the first thing is to solve the external support reactions. So here I show a truss. I got RAV and RFV. RAH is 0. There's no X forces on the truss. So doing what we did back in Chapter 3, we just write sum of forces in the y direction, sum of moments about point A, and we solve for our FV, 4,667 pounds. We substitute that back into the y equation, and we have, it should say RAV being 2,333 pounds. Next, we'll start at joint A. Joint A has two forces coming into it from the truss members itself. That would be a joint force from AC and a joint force from AB. It also has the reaction force of 2,333 pounds. That was that RAV reaction force. I show on here AC acting away from the joint. I show AB acting towards the joint. So I sum forces in the y direction, and using the angle of AB, which is 52.4 degrees. I solve for AB as 2,943 pounds. Again, I assume that going into the joint, so the positive solution means that the direction was correct. So it is in compression, it's into the joint. Some forces in the x direction, I got AC minus AB cosine 52.4 degrees. I substitute in what I found for AB up in the y direction equation, and I solve for AC being 1,794 pounds. Again, I assumed AC going away from the joint. That's why the answer comes up positive, and that confirms that it acts away from the joint. I will then put those answers onto my big picture. I will then take the joint forces down there at A, and I will flip-flop them to the other end of the member. So the 1,794 pounds going away from A for AC, I flip-flop down to the other end and make it going away from joint C. The 2,943 pounds going into the joint at joint A, I flip-flop up to joint B and show it going into the joint. That's really how you do the first joint. That's how you get started, and really you proceed from there. So the next slide shows a couple more joints being done. So hopefully you can continue on with this example and find those answers that I have up there, and you can continue on for the rest of the problem and complete the truss.